I'm basically doing this boss order just in the order they are on the Robot Master selection screen, going from bottom to top, going right, going to the right. So, on to this level analysis. It was a little bit more difficult than the Toadman stage was, that's for sure. I give Drillman a 4 out of 10. This is more the level than the boss, but we'll go into detail with that. The Bugcopters, they can be particularly irritating, mainly for the fact that the time that they get dispatched of their propellers is completely random, and that is present through probably the first half of the level. The Batautons, they aren't too difficult other than the fact that the time that they escape their invincibility is varied between 2 different time frames. But, I mean, the only annoyance just comes from the fact that this is a speed-based, no damage run. At least Buster only, anyway. The Picado 24s can also be annoying thanks to the fact that there's probably, if I'm being very generous, 25 frames that they are vulnerable. Or you could just use the Rain Flush to kill them outright, or at least damage them to an extent. But that goes against my rules. I can't do that. The model rotors, you might have noticed that I was using charge shots there. The reason I did that is because if they get too close to you, they will turn into this invincible spinning form, and, well, we don't want to deal with that. We just want them gone. The final room, that's where the bulk of this difficulty comes in. Those falling boulders on top of the helipods, that can be tricky, because sometimes the helipods can come in such a way that you aren't really able to hit them. And those switches, you must touch them, otherwise you will end up falling to your death. Quite a shame. So, after that, we have the Drill Man fight. This fight is a little bit randomized, really, but it's set up in a way that I can easily manipulate the pattern. Well, I can't really manipulate it, but I know how to dodge every single part of it. What I do is wait about 4.5 seconds until Drill Man comes out of the ground. He will dig into the ground every single time you start the fight. And it's random if he will do that or not, or jump at you, or run toward you and try to smack you with the drill bomb. Either way, it's not too bad to deal with. Whenever he fires the drill bombs, he will fire them in the exact same pattern every single time when he runs along the ground. And a lot of people seem to have a lot of trouble with this, and they don't really factor that into the difficulty analysis. It's very easy to learn. And I ended up having no failures there whatsoever. I've actually only had one failure on the entirety of this level, and that was due to like a silly mistake with bug copters. And they are probably the most annoying thing in this entire level. So, 4 out of 10 seems right for Drill Man. Up next, we're going to be heading towards Dustman's level, and that's where the bug copters will be probably irritating. It's probably the heart of the annoyance of the bug copters, so stay tuned for that.